Hi, I'm myself from Featherpen, and you're listening to Interlude Monologues with Catarina Grangeon. Today's monologue is called Modern Love. Before we start, I'd like to remind you that Featherpen is a creative writing platform that's always open for submissions. For more information and the full script of this episode, go to featherpenblog.com. Now let's begin.
Hi, my name is Fran, as in Francesca, not fan as in fanatic or lunatic, or that thing you use to refresh yourself. Not Fra, but Fran. I mean, baby, you can... Baby? Why am I calling you baby? We just met. No, we haven't. That's the thing, we haven't even met and I'm already using pet names. It sounds weird, doesn't it? Maybe you don't think so. Not that I'm a baby, do you? I meant the pet names. It's too soon. It sounds inappropriate. Sorry, I keep rumbling. I don't mean to. To be sorry and rumble. I tend to rumble. That's what I do. A lot. Especially when I'm nervous because we haven't met. I'm just assuming you want to meet sometime. For coffee maybe, or for drinks. I mean, do you want to meet me for drinks? Because I feel like going for coffee is so overrated. That's something old people, business partners do. Right? I mean, that's something people used to do in the 19,000s. Go for coffee, sit down and chat for hours. I feel like today people meet at a bar and it either goes two ways. You pay for drinks and we say goodbye with a hug, or you pay for drinks and I end up staying the night at your apartment. And we're not partners. Not yet, I don't know, we might as well be. Who knows? Anyways, I just want to say your pictures look, nice. I mean, you look good. Hot. You're hot. You look hot like those kind of guys you find in magazines or Riverdale. One of those Netflix series for teenagers where they look too good to be true. To be mine, anyways. Are you? Not good to be mine, but are you even real? I'm just asking because I've heard all kinds of stories about these things. I'll believe you, though. I actually know someone who ended up texting a guy for a year. And they video called and everything. They even met a couple of times and almost had sex. And after a year, she finally worked up the courage to have the talk with him. One afternoon after they got intimate, and the guy, well, he's a very busy kind of guy, travels a lot for work. He got really drunk and told her he loves her, but couldn't be with her. And I just thought, how fucked up is that? I mean, is that even possible? How can you love someone or tell someone you love them, but not do anything about it? I mean, he could have tried, right? Because when you love someone, you make it work. That's what I think anyway. And maybe that just happens on Disney. Either that or the guy said what he said with no intention because he was drunk. But isn't that when people actually tell the truth? Or the truth comes out of them? So maybe he meant it subconsciously? It's just sad, really. You need to get drunk to say something like that. I mean, you shouldn't even be saying stuff like that when you're drunk. I think people come here just for fun. They just want a little fun in their lives and that's fine. Not judging. We want fun because we feel lonely. It gets lonely sometimes, I get it. But then you don't see it coming and that thing you say at the beginning, let's keep talking and seeing where things go. It's all very well, but before you know it, boom, love happens and now what? And you start wondering, what the hell did I get myself into? So you tell her you need time to think about what happened. But that's bullshit. You're not going to think about it. You already did. And that's when you become distant. And you become distant because you don't know what you want. Or maybe you do. And it's just not her. And you brush away what happened, hoping that it will go. Because the truth is, you don't want to have to deal with whatever happens next. It usually means disruption ahead. I wasn't meant to fall for this girl. I was just having fun. No expectations, remember? But you do. You end up falling for the person you've just been meeting and telling everything about yourself and your family for a year because that's just the way these things go. It's called biology, for fuck's sake. And what happens when you contradict biology? You fall ill, eventually. You get depression and you go to therapy wondering why you're depressed and suffering from mental illness. Because that's how the world is built. To make us work hard to achieve something greater than ourselves. And when we get there, we want more. Without ever realizing that what we've been trying to achieve has been there the whole time. And it's even harder to realize this when you're young, and before you know it, a whole life will pass you by, and you just forget. The thing is, you don't forget. You reject it. You don't want it. Because whenever something good happens to us, we pull away from it. There's this subconscious desire to stay in conquest mode. We like the fantasy of something that could be, but as soon as the possibility becomes the thing itself, we reject it because it's too real to be interesting anymore. So we move on to the next thing or the next person. But anyway, I just want to say you look really hot, and I'd love to go for drinks sometime. By the way, I am Fran, as in Francesca.